Thomas here and welcome back to another video. So today I'm back here for another speed build, and today we're going to go ahead and create this home called a perfect family home. So by no means am I saying this is the best family home you're ever going to see. It's nothing like that. I have done that sort of title with the word perfect in it before. I've seen a few people do it. It's kind of just, you know, like what you would maybe imagine to be like the ideal, you know, suburban family style home. And yeah, so this is actually a viewer request coming from Lolly the Ghost on Twitter, and she sent me a tweet saying, can you make a beautiful family style home with 4 bedrooms, 1 for the parents, 1 for a girl and 2 boy bedrooms, a large garden and a large laundry room and a large kitchen. So that's kind of what I did in today's build, and thanks for that request. If you ever have any more kind of, you know, well, just builds or videos in general that you want me to do, then feel free to always just send me anything you have, whether it's just, you know, a title for a build, or you have some type of like, you know, style idea, or even floor plans, anything you have for like that I could use to make a build, feel free to send me them. Like I said, this person sent me on Twitter, but the best place to do it would be through my email address. That's in the description. It's contact.thomastv@gmail.com, and that's because I get more kind of comments and tweets and stuff like that than I do email, so it's easier to keep track of it. And yeah, so I don't really have that much footage to talk over because I haven't actually finished the build yet. I've got about like 4.5 minutes of footage to talk over, because I actually haven't finished the build yet, but I've got like a chance at the minute where, like, well, most of the people are outside out the house, and there's like one person downstairs, so when everybody's kind of like not upstairs, and I know there won't be, it's a good chance to get the build voiceover done, or when everybody's at the house. I'm going to take advantage of this now because I am kind of pre-recording a little bit, and I've also got like an eyelash in my eye and it's really hurting. Anyway, so I do have my exams coming up from the 4th till the 18th of June. I think this video will be going up in between that time frame. I'm not really too sure when. I'm just trying to get as many builds and videos done in that time frame, so I don't have to, you know, really worry about them when I've got the exams to worry about on top of it. But I'm really kind of glad when this, you know, these set of exams are going to be over, because then I'll be finished with school and college forever and I don't have to think about it anymore. And so I just hit my pop filter, I don't know if you heard that. And then we've got seasons coming out like a few days later than that, but after that, so that's going to be great. And yes, so I've already mentioned this in the last couple of videos, and don't really know if I'm repeating things because things are going up in different orders. It's a mess. If you pre-record videos, then you probably know what I'm on about. But I do have so many different season ideas that we could do for, well, at the minute I've got mostly builds. I've got a few creative sim ideas and stuff in there as well. I don't know if I'm going to go ahead and do that. I kind of just wrote down everything I could think of, and I'll try to get around to that. But you know, I've mentioned this before, but I don't really like to do creative sims for 2 reasons. One being that it's just not as popular. Nobody really watches my creative sim videos, and you know, you're probably thinking, well, you should do content that you want to do. Well, that's true, and I prefer doing builds at the same time, and everybody else, you know, enjoys watching those more, so it's kind of like a win-win situation. And the other reason is that I kind of feel like doing creative sims is kind of like a cheap way out of doing a video. If you do creative sims, by no means am I being shady here or anything, it's just a personal preference, is that they don't really take me that long to do, and then the video ends up being like 2 minutes long. So I always kind of feel like I'm just doing a creative sim to kind of just get a video out. I'm not really that good at them. A lot of the time I just use the style outfit, so you know, it doesn't really count. But talking to creative sims, I did have my friend Stephen from Spring Sims tagged me and a few of other people in the realistic sim challenge. I think it was made by Eliandra, I think. I'm still not used to her name because, if you don't know, she used to be Simmer Kitten, but she changed her name. I've done a collab with her in the past as well. But yeah, so I'm still kind of not used to her name, even though she's had it for a while. So I think she was the one that created the channel. I don't know, I'm going to have to find out for that video. But yeah, I'm kind of like excited for it because I haven't used CC in a long time, especially Alpha, because I don't really have CC in my game anymore because I'm doing builds all the time, so there's no point having all that creative sim stuff in my game to lag up my game when I'm not using it, because I don't really get a lot of chances to actually play the game. And to be honest, when I do play the game, I do just like to use you know, kind of like items that we get from packs. I never used to do that. I didn't really like items that we got for packs and never really use those, but now it's kind of like switched the other way around. But I do still have all my CC. I've got it on like a a external hard drive, so if I ever need to come back to it for some reason, a good example will be this challenge, I can just go ahead and put it back in, which is great. So since it's going to be the realistic sim challenge, I presume I'll be using Alpha CC. I do hope I've still got my Alpha CC though. I don't know, have to check. It might be a little while before I get around to this challenge, and since I'm pre-recording, it might not even, you know, feel like that. It might be next week or something, I don't know. But I do have a note down, I'll try to get around to that. And yeah, so I don't know if I mentioned it, but this will be up in the gallery. My origin ID is real Thomas TV1, and feel like I've been uploading so much recently. I'm pretty sure we're kind of close to 400 uploads. I'm gonna just check really quickly. I've mentioned this a million times, but if you don't have the gallery app on your phone, I think it's just in the Apple App Store, or it might be discontinued as well. Hang on a second. So yeah, I've got 368 items on the gallery, which is kind of a lot. 819 followers too, and nearly 80,000 downloads. But yeah, so I think this app was discontinued back in August, I think it was, when EA was kind of discontinued a few other Sims apps. I remember seeing it it was either on the Sims VIP or Sims Community, and I saw like a blog post about some Sims related apps being discontinued by EA, and I'm pretty sure that was one of them, but it's still on my phone because, you know, I still had the app before that, so that's great. But I think my phone contract runs out in December, so I'll probably be upgrading my phone, and if I do, I'm probably not going to have that app anymore because, you know, it's a brand new phone. I don't know, I'll have to see. I actually pay quite a lot for my phone at the minute in terms of a monthly payment, and well, I'm kind of lucky at the same time though, because we have a family member that works at the network that I'm with, so I get like 40% off, which is great, and the handset free as well. So, you know, but it's still really expensive. So I'm probably going to move to a different like network provider, but I've noticed that some network providers, like cheaper ones, don't accept a lot of phones. I currently have the iPhone 7, but I've noticed a few of them, like my sister's network, hers doesn't accept iPhone 7s. That she has the iPhone 6s, and that's the latest model it goes up to. So I'll have to see. But yeah, so I've kind of run out of footage now. Well, I did about 2 minutes ago. I just didn't say anything. So I'm probably going to go until about the 10-minute mark, I would say. Maybe a little bit after that, just, you know, because I don't know why, but I've mentioned this a few times recently, so I don't like to end my voiceovers early. I don't really know what it is, but I don't know. And it always, for me as well, ever since the beginning, I've always felt like not doing a voiceover is a cheat way out of it. And I know a lot of people don't do voiceovers, that's fine. Again, like I mentioned with the creative Sims, it's just a personal preference. So, you know, I don't really know why, to be honest. I just like doing voice, well, sometimes it's a pain, especially when I can't get words out, but, you know, it's just nice to kind of have it running through the whole video, I think. Personally, I don't enjoy well, I still enjoy them, but I rather prefer videos that have a voiceover rather than music over them. But yeah, so you may have also noticed I'm actually using a different recording software. I know my friend Ashley the other day in one of my videos, well, it'll be a long time ago now because, like I said, it's been pre-recorded, but she said the OBS just looks as fine. If you don't know, recently I've had a few recording problems with my recording software, Dxtory, and I always like using that because it's high quality, like more, like a better quality than OBS is, but for some reason I get the frame rate will randomly just drop to like 2 frames, and I can't tell when I'm recording because I don't get any lag on my game. It's the recording file that does that. I don't really know why, but it's really frustrating when that happens because then, like, you know, unless I notice and like change it, the whole video can be laggy. So for this build, since I've been having a few problems recently, I've had this in the past. It kind of just goes through phases for some reason, but I'm just going to use OBS for like this video, maybe a few more, just so it can repair itself, which always seems to happen for some reason. If you don't know what Dxtory is, it's basically a version of Fraps. The recording folders, the recording files are really big in terms of like file size, but the recording quality is amazing. And it's kind of expensive though as well. It was around like, it's a little bit cheaper than it used to be. I think it's around like $45 at the minute, which is still pretty expensive, but what you get is great. And yeah, so OBS though is a really good alternative. And yeah, so also talking about OBS, because kind of linked to streaming, I'm thinking that after my exams are finished, I might start up streaming again. I didn't stop streaming because of my exams. I kind of just didn't really think it was for me. But they are nice to do them, you know, once in a while. So I'm thinking that maybe I'll do a few more, and it might be a good opportunity to do them for my Fix Me Thomas TV series, which I've started. If you don't know, you can use that hashtag on the gallery to go ahead and submit your rundown lots, and I'll go ahead and renovate them every Saturday on the channel, and I'm kind of just going to work through all the kind of ones that are on that hashtag, and that's what I've been doing at the minute. There might be 2 up by the time you see this, but at the minute I've done the karaoke bar one, which I did yesterday, but I don't know, you know, might not have went up yesterday for you. Like I said, I'm pre-recording, but you know, I think it might be a nice idea to do on stream, because, you know, the reason I started this renovation series was to have something a little bit more interactive with you all, and streaming is also, you know, something that you can do for that same reason. So kind of putting the 2 and 2 together, I think that'd be a really good idea. So I'll just have to see how things go. But I think I'm going to go ahead and end this video here, because you are kind of, well, I don't know, I presume we're kind of ending the video now. I can't really see because I got just a black screen that I'm looking at right now. But I really hope you enjoyed. In the comment section down below, let me know what you thought of it, and if you have any more build or videos or any suggestions, like I mentioned at the start of the video, go ahead and send me them, because I'm always open to suggestions. Leave a like, share and subscribe if you haven't, and go ahead and download this from the Sims 4 gallery. My origin ID is Real Thomas TV1, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!